Hi, this is In the Middle
with Kes and Jamie. Hi. We invite you today to come into my home here in Washington, D.C., and Kes is joining me. Then this is where we're going to be talking about Christmas, because we have our Christmas tree up, and we wanted to bring it inside and bring it something kind of Christmassy.
and not be cold.
And not be cold like we have been. So today we're going to be talking about some Christmas themes, and we hope you enjoy the show. Today on In the Middle with Kes and Jamie, we're going to be talking about a grandfather and his granddaughter and the magic of Christmas lights. Then we're going to be talking about what happens when the bishop tells the kids there isn't such a thing as Santa Claus.
We'll also cover sausage roll and what it means in the UK and the Christmas song #1. And also we'll talk about disability and gravity, or the lack of it. See you in a minute. Jamie, Virginia, 1.5 million lights. What the hell's going on? I mean, what's his bill like at the end of this, celebratory month?
Well, I was about to say, I think that the electric company is going to have the most celebration.
Right? But the story is that, from what I understood, this is it's a grandfather, and his granddaughter asked him to put up some lights several years ago, somewhere in Virginia, and he started doing it. He started doing it, and they started with the normal 200, which even to me sounds still quite a lot. And then each year, I think that he put on more and more, and then he started having themes to a point now that they have visitors coming over, tours of the lights, and it's incredible. And from what I've read, he says that he doesn't plan for anything. They start putting them up somewhere at the middle of November, because it takes a while to do. And he doesn't plan for anything, but he has it in his head, and as they put them up, the theme sort of appears.
Kind of creative juices, they kind of as it flows, if you will. They have a general idea.
Right? And the funny fact there is that he had to increase his shed because there was not enough space for all the lights that he had previously.
Oh wow! So you had to build a storage unit for that
extreme
alone,
space for the storage.
But the cool thing about it is it started out and still is a story about a grandfather and his granddaughter and their bond that they have, and they've created this and built on it.
Absolutely.
So.
People even go there to propose to each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's an incredible Christmas story. I think it's fascinating. And I love how I don't know, will he get to 2? I think now we're going to follow and see whether the light numbers are going to increase and increase.
And to see if there's going to be people who get divorced, ask for the divorce.
At the same line. Hopefully
you asked me to marry you here, I'm going to ask you to divorce me here too.
Yes. Well, still festive. Let's keep it festive. Yeah. For some, divorce also is a celebration.
It can be a big celebration. It's not always a sad thing. So, Kes, there's this bishop in Italy that's gotten into a lot of hot water with people in the diocese because he told the kids that there is no such thing as Santa, and that the red suit was created by Coca-Cola, and that this is more about what it really is, which is the celebration of the birth of Christ, and not this commercialized thing. But it has pissed off all these parents because, as we all know, this is one of the things that we use as a tool.
Come on. I mean, there is a
bad
list, a good list. I mean, you can promise things. If you're going to behave or do this, we'll tell Santa. They're writing letters to Santa, leaving milk and cookies. All of those interesting traditions that came with St. Nick coming over. And now...
undermined.
Oh my God. I think that I would want to kill that bishop, to be honest, if I was there going, what the hell did you just do?
Well, the thing is, what kills me is, the guy's doing the right thing. I mean, this is, keeping Christmas about, focusing what Christmas is truly about, and taking away from the commercialism and all these other things. And but the parents are going, oh hell no! This is our marketing tool with these kids. Are you kidding? You need to shut up.
And then he had to apologize. That's the funniest thing of all. You know what? I'm trying to teach you about what Christmas is really about. The fact that, celebrating the birth of Jesus. And no. That is true. But we also need to make sure that the massive capitalistic lie is still there.
And the lie that we use as parents to
Absolutely.
Control these
leverage
monsters.
and triggers, yes, for sure.
That's the real story. That's fine, Dave.
Yeah.
But dude,
seriously. And I love that Coca-Cola came up with the suit, yeah, which I think actually is true, because I think before, obviously, St. Nick, who was giving out gold and to the poor, didn't look anything like Santa. So
Yeah.
I think that potentially could be true. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll tell you.
Makeover by Coca-Cola.
Yeah. So Jamie, I think one of the big things that happened this year that I've just found out about recently, and I think is an amazing thing, especially in a difficult couple of years that we've had, to finish the year with this news, with space inclusivity. And with about 12 people with different disabilities that went into zero gravity experience.
Right.
You know a lot more about planes. Tell me, how does that work?
Yeah. I mean, this is a great story. I mean, these people with disabilities, in a variety of disabilities, were able to be taken up into the air with in a 727, Boeing 727, which is specially designed for this. Now, we've all seen these videos where people are experiencing zero gravity when they go up. The planes go up, they're in the planes, so they're kind of floating around.
And you get that butterfly feeling.
Yes, exactly. It's kind of like when you're riding a roller coaster. That top feeling at the top of the hill, and then before you're going down. That's what this is. So they experience this weightlessness in
20 seconds. That's
20 seconds. That's a pretty good amount of time. And so this is one of the first times that I'm aware of that people with this type of disabilities, or this many people in one plane, were taken with in the air with disabilities. But this is a really significant thing. I thought a great story too. Because
absolutely. I mean, I think Elon Musk just had his space program sort of succeed in a way. And then you have William Shatner, for the elderly senior age, also showing us that that's possible. And obviously to sort of finish off the year with such an amazing news, I think it's great. They had some railings done specifically for them there with all sorts of different materials that carried information. And people, from what I've read and understood, had an absolutely amazing experience. So hopefully that will continue to happen for others too.
We were talking about this before. I mean, when my dad was county commissioner for years, I mean, one of the things that he taught me about this was when the Americans with Disability Act, the ADA, was passed in the early 90s. And I'll never forget him talking to me about how important this was to include people. Now, my dad's not some kind of bleeding heart liberal, but it was important to him that people are all included, and that stuck with me, and still stuck with me. And it's something we all need to do, is trying to make sure that these people who are often overlooked or ignored or put aside are included, and we can do that.
Absolutely. Now, Jamie, I'm going to tell you about this couple that I followed. They're called Lead Baby and Lead Baby Mum. Now there's
what now?
Lead Baby and Lad is in
Lad.
Lead Baby and
it sounds like you're
baby.
saying lead. I don't know. It's only lead baby.
I'm sorry, my pronunciation.
No, it's just me. It might be.
Anywho, so there's YouTubers, and I came across them on Instagram. Love the couple, they're amazing. And basically what they do lots of little videos and tricks, and that's how they started, at least. And now they've grown into sort of a very successful YouTubers. They do a lot of charity work, and one of the things that they do, and this is going to be their 4th year running up to Christmas song #1. Now they have had 3 in a row.
Which is unheard of.
Unheard of for somebody who doesn't do songs, period.
It's not their thing.
But so it's not their thing. They do not sing. And this time they're collaborating with Ed Sheeran and Elton John. Cheer Uncle John just had, or just about to release their Christmas song. It's called Merry Christmas, very original. And so the two of them are collaborating with Rox and Mark, and they're doing a song that's called Sausage Roll for Everyone. And last year it was Don't Stop Me Eating. And this time it's, and all the money, everything that they raise will go to a food bank charities in UK.
But I think that's great. I mean, they're raising money for charities. They're putting it back. They're not taking it for themselves. Now they are. I guess they've become very popular. They're able to, doing advertisements and so forth. And there's, it's very lucrative business for everybody. And nobody wants to knock anybody for making money. But at the same time, everything that they're doing for the holidays, it goes to this great charity.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'll tell you more. They're also, as they've sort of grown, they've started doing, Rox is doing her own thing. She does styling, so she does clothing, and she does all sorts of sizes, for the smaller ladies, for the bigger ladies, and they're all affordable. She does that together with InStyle. And just the idea of them doing that. They've also written a book. Now, Sausage Roll, Greg the Sausage Roll and his adventures, and they're also on sale, and all of the proceeds, or half of them, will go to charity as well. And I think that's amazing that they do it. It looks like they're doing and having a lot of fun doing it, and they're helping a lot of people, making sure that people don't starve and don't go hungry, and a lot of them are kids. So it's important that people are doing it, but they're doing it in such an easy and fun way that it's literally possible for anyone to join and find the niche and be able to help out. Fantastic couple.
Well, I like the other part I like about them is they're both dyslexic.
Yes, and the book, the Sausage Roll book has been written and created in a way that it's easy for kids with dyslexia to go through it, read it, and so they're touching a lot of sore points for the country and for a lot of people.
Right.
But they're also doing it to help and very, very helpful. So very, very, very Christmas spirit-like.
Absolutely, Christmas spirit, and also, I mean, these are the topics that people don't really know how to. It's not that people don't care. It's just it's very uncomfortable for people to talk about or to approach. They're making it approachable, and it's really inspiring, and it's really great. Yeah. But also showing that, like, hey, you may have this challenge and all, but you can do this stuff too. It doesn't mean you can't do anything, or you're dumb, or No, it really does. There's a lot of of course I have a personal interest in this from family members. With this,
well, I have slight dyslexia too, so I was very
I do.
With it,
I have part of it, and of course, our other members of the family had it also pretty severely, and luckily we're a family that can afford the schools and so forth to get past that. But a lot of people don't, and it's really one of those things that's taught me is early childhood testing and these kinds of things are so important. But anyway, we're getting away from the topic, but it's really inspiring, and it really does bring an issue up.
Oh, they're fabulous. Yeah, they're fabulous. I love them dearly, and I recommend anyone who wants to have fun, follow them, find them. They're great. We hope to see you soon. Very, very happy Christmas, happy holidays, and enjoy time with family, with your loved ones. Yep. Or even if not, just with yourself. It's also
and
good.
Fine too.
Yeah, it is
sometimes it's better
fine
to stay away from the family.
Absolutely. All right. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.